Let me just say, if you do see the other videos, I think I've tried to be balanced and even-handed. This is not representative of what I do. I do actually try to give everything a chance. Everything. Doesn't matter if it's communist, fascist, right wing, left wing, feminist, not feminist, whatever. I look at the story, primary focus on story. There are rare cases where it is too much. Like the marketing is the movie. There isn't really much of a movie when we see it, whether it's Rise of Skywalker with Star Wars or Endgame and Infinity War with the MCU. It's basically about selling the product. You consume the product, you enjoy the product, don't enjoy the product. Storytelling, the art of cinema, or just trying to put an effort in to do something is pretty much gone. It's just flashy nonsense. Some of it is interesting and exciting, but a lot of it is just we're just going through the same story we did like 20 movies ago, recycling bits and moments and just banking on nostalgia to cash out and fool people. And I have to say, sadly, I think Halloween Ends is going down that route. Now, I'll continue to analyze the trailers and the TV spots, but after seeing about, I'm not joking, 30 spots and analyzing carefully both trailers, this thing looks like complete garbage. And the things they've said in the marketing basically confirm it's going to be garbage. Not even a little garbage, like massive amounts of stupidity and insane developments that are just so jaw-droppingly stupid. You're like, what? What do you mean? Huh? This can't be right. You're telling me 4 years pass and Michael, who was bleeding, had injuries, open wounds, barely survived. He's been feeding himself? How? None of those wounds got infected? Okay. He's just wearing the mask 4 years straight? Wouldn't the mold get into his eyes? Wouldn't the mask itself be a health risk? Don't know. Don't care. So we're not going to get any explanation to where or what Michael's been up to. He's just walking, sewer, in and out. He's a Ninja Turtle. That's it. Deal with it. Okay, fine. But Lori, Allison, they're still in Haddonfield. Because? Why? Why would they stay there? Don't ask questions. Let's proceed. And now we have Corey, who basically knew Sartain. We can dress it up any way we want. Corey is Sartain. One of the few good things I can say about 2018 Halloween, and I have nothing good to say about 2018 Halloween, is they dropped the brother sister thing. It's like, okay, fine, good. That was really an unnecessary plot twist that really stuck the franchise in a bad spot for decades, literally. Couldn't get out of it. So it's good they wiped that out. Let's start over. But no, they just did the same old thing because now Lori and Michael don't really know one another. So they're separate. So we got to find an artificial way to get them together. Enter Sartain and enter stupid pills. And I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. It is what it is. You got to do something. They destroyed the characters, of course, but at least they did have a few decent scenes, even if the whole thing was a mess. And you're like, all right, whatever. Maybe the sequel will answer these questions and really put it on new footing. Nope. The sequel managed to be even more stupid. It managed to create new plot holes, new paradoxes, and destroyed an entire cast of new characters and old characters. So now Tommy Doyle was just Donald Trump for reasons. And you can believe some of the people that were traumatized would stay in the town. People who were not even in the town in the original film. They moved to Haddonfield to be terrorized. How stupid are they? But I'm not going to concentrate on 2018 and kills. I just want to set that as the context. So that's the context. This guy has now massacred dozens of people. He's taken insane gunshot wounds, knife wounds, hits to the head. He's still going. Okay, but now Corey has to take over and be the copycat? Why? How? Because he likes Allison. He falls in love with Allison, and his decision is, I want to become Michael Myers. Okay, newsflash. Allison is not the only woman in the world. You can go to another woman. Go to another town. Why do you need this woman? Why do you need to become Michael Myers? Don't know. Don't care. Allison. Maybe you can find someone else. No, I need Corey. Why? Why do you need Corey? And I'm not saying it's a good solution, but frankly, if Lori really thinks Allison is in danger, kidnap her. It's not good, it's brutal, but if you honestly think this is like a cult-like situation and she has no free will. Kidnap her, move to California, deprogram her. It's brutal. It makes her look like a villain. But if you honestly think dating him will lead to Michael Myers, get going. Kidnap her, move away. It's not hard. How poor is she? I'm okay with taking stories seriously. So 2018, she needs money. Podcasters give her money. Okay, fine. We have to respect some of the premises. Like she has a hard life. I can believe that. You have Hawkins. You have allies. You have friends. He's massacred how many people? 40 people at this point? I think you can put together a charity to get the hell out of town. And he's still at large. They didn't find the body. So Michael's alive. You know Michael's alive. You've been hunting him, wanting him out of the mental institution so you could blow him away for how long? 30, 40 years? And you're like, oh, he's out in the open. Maybe you should continue the chase. You've got like 20 shotguns. Take a single shotgun, hire a few bodyguards. For God's sakes, Hawkins is in love with you. Maybe he wants to, kill Michael for free. Get a posse together, hunt this idiot down. There's a shot where Michael is in the sewer. You can see him. You could be up top and look at him. He's not even trying to hide. Corey just finds him. How? Don't know. Don't care. So a stupid kid randomly finds Michael. You, who have been hunting Michael for decades, can't find the guy. Why? He killed your daughter. I get it. You and your daughter are estranged and all that. He's Michael fucking Myers. He's one of the worst mass murderers / serial killers. The FBI isn't going to help you. The CIA, just mercenaries. There would be tons of bounty hunters in this town trying to bag Michael just for the money. There would be tons of reporters in this town wanting to get a shot of Michael. People would risk their lives just to get a photograph of Michael Myers. No one is finding him for 4 years. We got cameras everywhere. We got cell phones. No one spotted him? How? What is he, Invisible Man now? And what does he have? Regenerative powers? Did he transfer his soul to Corey through the mask? This is all kinds of stupid. It's just so stupid on so many levels. And all we have is there's probably going to be 2 decent fight scenes. We're going to have a couple of kills, 2 decent fight scenes, and just 1.5 hours of a boring, pointless Allison, Corey, Lori love triangle. Lori, I loves her. She Allison, I need her. No, Corey, you're new Michael. Oh, sorry, you're new Sartain. Maybe we should have killed off that guy. Maybe we should have thought a better script. No, they're doing the same thing over and over and over again. They just recycle things from the sequels. If you're a hardcore fan, you're going to spot it every movie. Oh, they took this from part 4. They took that from part 5. They took this from part 6. They took this from H2O. They took this from the producer's cut. There's nothing here. We're just recycling Halloween 2, Halloween 4, and Halloween 5 over and over and over again. And now we're biting off the Scream trilogy. We're ripping off Nightmare on Elm Street. We're ripping off Jason Goes to Hell. We're ripping off everything. This thing has no identity. It has no courage. There's no artistic integrity. It's just flashy nonsense. The only 2 good things about this are the music and the cinematography. And even in this trailer, I spotted a few mistakes. It is what it is. I'm not going to tell people don't see it. I think if you can see it on Peacock, that's a reasonable thing. I love cinema. I would encourage people to see this in theaters, but it's a cash grab. And I think they're lying to us. So I'm kind of torn. I think for the sake of cinema, pay for it and give it a chance yourself. But I'll be very shocked if I see this and I give it more than a 5 out of 10. I would be really shocked because my grade for Rise of Skywalker would be 6.5. And my score for Infinity War and Endgame would be like 3 and 4 respectively. Because Endgame is trash. It's an insane amount of trash. Like the CGI looks like murky, mushy, purple nonsense. And the plotline went nowhere. And they just destroyed all these characters. They only had like 2 decent dialogue moments with Ant-Man and his daughter, and like Captain America at least being half heroic. Everything else was just nostalgia nonsense. It didn't even make sense with their own timeline. This trilogy makes no sense with its own timeline. At all. Like the events of the last 2 films basically never happened. They're literally repeating the story from 2018. They're literally doing the same movie. They just changed the character name. It's not Sartain, it's Curry. And like he's in love with Allison. He's been bullied. That would totally make him Michael Myers. Why would Michael Myers not kill this kid in 2 seconds with his bare hands? What do they have in common? Oh, they misunderstand you. They misunderstand me. Oh, okay. So now they're even ripping off the Thorn cult. Like, I don't know, maybe he became obsessed with Michael. He's like the Man in Black, only without the charisma. And I don't hate the actor, but this is just cringe stupidity. It was like, oh, you had the idea, Louis. And Megan's coming. And do. Well, if he's coming, here's an idea. Get a plane ticket, go to Russia or go to China. Go to Japan. How the fuck is Michael Myers not going to be noticed if he goes to Japan? How the fuck is Michael Myers going to get to Japan? But no. Let's stand around like sitting ducks. Hey, Michael's back. Well, of course he's back. You didn't even know he's dead for sure. No bounty hunters, no CIA. We don't even have a psychic. Are we going to have at least have a psychic sensing Michael? Are we going to get that at least? Like, nobody's even trying to find this motherfucker? What the fuck is going on here? You know this person's a threat. He's traumatized this place now. All these families, Tommy Doyle's family, they don't care. What about Marcus? Don't care. Does Lori have no cousins? No distant relatives? They don't care either? Does Karen have no friends? No, let's scratch it. Everyone is a joke here. Everything is a joke. They even did a joke with the kitchen scene. Because Michael, he was about to kill Lori, but he got distracted. Because the microwave, it exploded. There was food. Oh my god, that's so funny. So I'm not that guy. I'm not very negative. I try to give things a chance. Even things I don't like. Even things I don't like politically. But I'm just like, I don't understand people. I don't understand the hardcore fans that can honestly look at this nonsense and be like, this is not just a good trilogy. It's like, okay, I like the Thorn trilogy. That's not popular. And I recognize Halloween 5 has so many issues, even if you do like the Thorn trilogy. But I think they gave it a shot. Maybe they failed, right? But I think if you watch Halloween 4 and 5 and the producer's cut, you can cobble together a coherent story. I don't think if I got the extended Super Snyder cut of David Gordon Green's intended trilogy, any of this would add up. None of this makes any sense. So Michael goes back to Haddonfield in the first one. Why? Don't know. He goes back in the second one for a window. He wants to look out a window. But now he wants to look out his sewer. So before he was Sartain's puppet, then he's Window Man. And now he's a Ninja Turtle. None of this is going anywhere. What is this for? Woke politics, feminism, profits, Comcast, the streaming service, David Gordon Green's ego, Jamie Lee Curtis is cashing out her reputation. They honestly did internal marketing and say, you know what we need? Allison needs a boyfriend because that would be so good at this time. Halloween fans for 40 years have waited for Allison to get a boyfriend, but it turns out, double, quadruple twist, the boyfriend isn't what he appears to be. I don't hate Allison. I don't hate the actress. I don't hate Jamie Lee Curtis. I don't even hate David Gordon Green, but clearly, too many people on this project are not well qualified. The only qualified people are not doing the creative decisions. John Carpenter handled the music. He did a pretty good job. Not 100%. It was pretty good. Cinematography was pretty competent. And I'd even say, honestly, the script had premises which, if done correctly, could have been done well. And some of the performances, yes, were lacking. Some performers did put in an effort, but overall, this trilogy is not going anywhere. So I'll give it a chance. I don't want to be super negative, but they've given me no good reasons to be like, hey, maybe this time they'll get it right. One was a complete failure. The other one was just laughably stupid. I don't even have to say it. Evil dies tonight. Oh my god. And now, let's give it another chance. Why? Why? Why would I give it another chance? Why? But, alright. Well, I will. I'll be open-minded when I see it, but why should I be fair? They've given me no... Hey, what do I know? I'm just a film critic.